And Indonesia's president steers clear of saying who should succeed him in elections next year, stressing instead that competence and continuity are what's needed to take Southeast Asia's largest economy to the next level.
And President Joko Widodo making those remarks at his final State of the Nation address before elections, but not the last before he leaves office. Indonesia heads to the polls next year. For more on that and Mr. Widodo's speech, we're joined by Dr. Siwage Dharma Negara. He's co-coordinator for the Indonesia Studies Programme at the ISEAS-Yusof Ishak Institute and joins us live from Singapore. Dr. Siwage, as we mentioned, this is Mr. Widodo's last State of the Nation address before the elections. But he has another one before he finally leaves office in October. For this one, it doesn't really matter because constitutionally he cannot go run for re-elections in any case. So he was light-hearted about who should take over, but he was adamant and less than light-hearted when it came to stressing the need for continuity and competence in whoever takes over next year. What was he so adamant about?
Well, thank you. I think you're very right that President Jokowi is very relaxed and open during the speech of the State of the Nation address this morning. And we know that it is his last term budget speech. So he's quite confident that despite all these economic challenges in the faced by the global economy and also the climate change, he believed that Indonesia will be able to weather the challenges. And he mentioned also about the political year, which requires Indonesian people to stay united and focus on their energy to achieve the development goals. And yeah, I think he mentioned about the 2045 goal to bring Indonesia into a high-income country, and this requires all the political support and from the people.
A very big part of this 2045 Golden Indonesia vision is a term that has become associated with the president, and that, of course, is downstreaming. So if I could try and explain, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it's the expansion of policies to better process natural resources in Indonesia, moving beyond non-mineral products as well, and creating higher value products so that per capita GDP can jump from the current about $5,000 to about 25,000 by 2045. Is this policy likely to stay in place whoever wins the election next year?
Yes, I think that is the expectation from President Jokowi, that this policy and programs that he already initiated will be continued by whoever the next president. So ensuring continuity, especially to benefit from Indonesia bonus demography and also the rich natural resources. So you talk about downstreaming policy. It's not only about the mineral, but also non-mineral. President Jokowi wants Indonesia to increase the value added of its manufacturing industry, not only exporting the natural resources, but increase the added value. So yeah, I think he basically sent a signal that continuity will be the one that will be the one that he prefer, and also he expect that the next president will be the one that continue his policy.
We have three candidates emerging so far. I won't bother to go into the details, but all three are fairly prominent, and all three of the three, the two front runners, have essentially expressed their interest in continuing Mr. Widodo's policies, and they have every interest in doing that because these are good policies. You're already seeing good results. The hard work is already done. They just need to sit back and to reap the benefits of Mr. Widodo's time in government. But when it comes to the relocation of the capital, Nusantara, now that will be more difficult. You've got SoftBank pulling out of investing last year, and no big, clear, explicit, concrete promises from any country or big private sector investment firms so far. Do you think these new candidates, whoever wins, is likely to stick to Mr. Widodo's plan for Nusantara.
Yes, I think in his speech, he mentioned that the infrastructure project, including the Nusantara new capital city, will be continued. And the budget that he proposed for next year will include that development of Nusantara. So with that amount of investment, it will be difficult for future presidents to ignore this already state investment in Nusantara. So Jokowi would like to make sure that, again, whoever the next president will continue this long-term project. And for him, this is the kind of game changer for Indonesia, given that Nusantara is not only moving the capital, but also can be seen as a strategy to balance the development in Indonesia. So in the past, the development is more focused on Java Island. And with the development in Nusantara, there's an expectation that there will be new growth or economic development in outer islands. So yeah, I think this is the new strategy to bring new development in Indonesia.
Thanks so much for that, Dr. Siwage Dharma Negara from the ISEAS-Yusof Ishak Institute.